Oh, yes, sir. I knew that would happen. I knew that that would happen. I knew that there would be a mic muting moment because I muted it to go and, and get my iced coffee and talk to my girlfriend. And here we are. Yes, we're back now. We are not muted anymore. But yeah, we're here. Anyways, I was saying, I initially said that I wouldn't be able to do this match, but here we are. We are doing this match. Things got moved around. How could I not be on this journey with you guys? Yeah, this was a very, very good... It's good that I have the chat open almost right in my view of the webcam, because otherwise I wouldn't have known that we are muted until I eventually, maybe in 5 minutes, deliberately went, let's go and see what the chat's saying. But anyways, we're here. We are here. I am here on this journey with you. Am I the best captain for this journey? Maybe not. I immediately did something that would cause you to question my ability as a leader for this journey, but that's okay, because we're all here now. Welcome to this watch-along, guys. Supplementary content. You throw this watch-along on while you're watching the game. You interact with the chat. You interact with me if I have my microphone off, because, hey, clearly, I mean, this isn't the first time I've done that. I need to just not mute my mic. If you guys hear me walking around, you know, doing whatever, talking to Steve, singing embarrassingly, that's on me. At least I didn't start my stream without any audio, right? Here we are, Sujay, with a donation to get things kicked off. Thank you, Sujay, for the millionth time in a row. Match predictions for today. I'm saying Manchester City is going to win it. They fielded a very strong lineup, and why don't we talk about that right now? But first, this man donated to me. This man needs to have his name in the ticker. What do you guys think of the font change? The color change? Hey? Looking good? Looking whack? What do you think? I can say thank you, Sujay Srivastava. Srivastava. I'm going to get that on my first attempt sometime. And you're going to be absolutely amazed. All right. And I spelt it incorrectly, but that's okay. So my match prediction, as you already know, because I just sort of said, is that City is going to win. And they have Ederson in goal, Eric Garcia and Laporte as their center backs, Walker and João Cancelo. Cancelo playing on the left. And then in the midfield, they have it listed as a midfield 3 here with Fernandinho, Gundogan, and Rodri. I'm thinking that, you know, Rodri and Fernandinho will drop deeper. Obviously, Gundogan will come forward to play with De Bruyne and the like. Because in the front line, they have De Bruyne, Jesus, and Sterling. Now, for Lyon, as we scroll down, we have Akanji and Depay as their attackers. This 3-5-2, man, just looking at this. That midfield 3, just get that double block. That very, very deep block. Oh, man. Speaking of the midfield 3, that's Aouar, highly touted, wanted by many. Bruno Guimaraes almost went to Benfica, chose Lyon. Maybe he made the wrong choice. I don't know. You tell me. Look at the players we signed lately. Caqueret. And then on the wings, they have Dubois and Cornet. And then Marcelo, and Denier as their defenders. In goal, Anthony Lopes. That's who. Here we are, guys. We made it. You can hear me. Hello, Dan. Hello, David. Salah Gamer. Praise Le Monkey. The Bird. Rigas. Gotta love some Champions League action, says Arctic Hype. I hope that you enjoyed your milk today. Arctic Hype, I believe that was you that was drinking milk yesterday. When do they play? In a moment. It's going to kick off any second now. Any moment, my friend. Any moment. Rab21 is excited. What are you guys thinking in the chat? We thinking Man City's going to take this one or Lyon? De Bruyne playing off of that right flank. Here we go. City on the ball early. Lyon. Aouar. All the way back to Anthony Lopes. You won't see the game on the stream. That's not how copyright works, says BLK, and I agree with him. Yep, the milk was fire, says Arctic. Good, man. Happy to hear that. Akanji and Depay. Akanji is a is a quick boy. Everyone who is asking, who is confused, you cannot show matches on YouTube. That is not legal. So I can't show that. This is a watch-along. So you have this stream open alongside the match, and you interact in the chat and everything. If you're looking for the actual match itself, good luck to you. I don't think you're going to have much luck on YouTube, though. Match is pretty unsettled so far. No one can really get it going. Guardiola. Both of these teams, of course, playing for a right to go up against Bayern Munich, which I'm sure neither of them are relishing exactly. The match is about 1 minute and 44 seconds in already. A lot of long balls forward that are not finding their intended targets. Now here's Sterling taking on Denier on that left flank. Cuts back to João Cancelo. Yeah, Rodri and Fernandinho, as we would have expected, both dropping deep. Gundogan pushing into that advanced role. First time watching it live, Jerome. Thanks for joining us. That's a good ball to Sterling, and he cuts it across. Ooh, so close to a goal there from Gabriel Jesus. Cut across very well, but just out of reach. Marcelo did a good job to make that recovery to cut it out. Otherwise, that's 1-0. Sterling just couldn't cut it back enough. Oh, it was Marcel, sorry, not Marcelo. Marcelo got the clearance away. Here we go, corner kick. A poor corner kick, it must be said. Any goal predictions, says Piyush. I think that City could score 3. Walker, down in the corner. That's going to be a free kick? No, out for a goal kick. First time watching, hoping Lyon wins this match, says Mahmoud Farhoud. Who's playing at left back? That is João Cancelo for City. Ball all the way forward. Gets over Fernandinho. And Cornet is in behind now. Cuts it back. They swing it all the way around to Depay. Dubois. Oh my God. Kyle Walker almost chests it into his own goal. Wow. Ederson had to make a decent save there. Oh, that would have been bad. City 6, Lyon 0. That is a bold one. Marcus says he much prefers these one-legged games, and I agree with you, man. The quality of some of the games has been much better, and I like the fact that it's got to be all on the line in a single match. City with a little bit more possession here. City inspired by the Bayern own goal, yeah. just a little own goal to get things started off, you know? That's how we like to sound things off. Jesus, Sterling, and 2 for KDB, says Kyle Boswell. I am excited to see KDB play in this match. I hope that he has a masterclass just because he's so enjoyable to watch. As I said in yesterday's stream when someone asked me, or maybe that was a couple days ago, one of the players that I like watching the most these days, and I got it, and that was my answer, was Kevin De Bruyne. And he's making a run forward. Can Fernandinho find him? That's deep in the corner. That's always going to be difficult, especially against Maxwell Cornet. And yeah, Cornet does extremely well. Lyon are really going to frustrate City, I think. It's going to be tough to break through them. Just as they did against Juventus. Lyon win in penalties. That's an interesting one. Mr. Hulk says we need Aguero for this. Yeah, that's a big miss. Aguero is a huge miss for City's attack. Gabriel Jesus, though, he's decent on the counter. It's just you can't really counter very well against Lyon, a team that sits so deep. At times, defensively. As they're going to do against City. João Cancelo now. Don't sleep on Aouar. Yeah, no, he's a great player. He's a very good player. Jonathan says, I feel like Lyon will upset Man City and score in the final minutes 2-1. Oof. That's a good one. That would be an interesting twist to this tale, as everyone is expecting that it's everyone's thinking it's a foregone conclusion that it's going to be City versus Bayern in the semifinal. Imagine the final is City versus PSG. A couple of big money clubs. What do you think of Man City's chances? I mean, if they are to go past Lyon, they then have to take on, for my money, the best team in Europe in Bayern Munich. If Bayern Munich end up winning the Champions League, then I don't think there's too many people that would argue that the best team didn't win, you know? But for my money, City are probably have the second best chances to win this thing. Behind Bayern Munich. It's just unfortunate for them that they're on the same side of the bracket. That's good defending there from Eric Garcia, who we'll see if he's going to head back to Barcelona at the end of this season. Corner kick for Lyon. Memphis to take it. Memphis, I swear, gets his shorts in like triple extra small. Big strike. Ooh, good save there. Good save there from Ederson from the corner kick. A volley from the edge of the box by the defender Marsal, saved by Ederson. Tactically, who is better? It's really hard to say so far. They've sort of been canceling each other out for the most part. But I'd say that Lyon are playing extremely compact, besides, their two wing backs in Cornet and Dubois. They're playing very compact, though. They're not giving City any room in the midfield to pass it through the midfield, so they're forced to the outside, which is just what they want. Hey Adrian, I'm late. What's happened? Says Kartik. Kartik, welcome back, man. Thank you for joining me once again, dude. You've been making all of them lately. But no, you haven't really missed anything. There's nothing really of note that I would say that you've missed, besides Kyle Walker almost scoring an own goal when he chested the ball back to Ederson. Am I drinking tea? No, I'm drinking a iced coffee. Here's Sterling. Oh, and he looked like he was caught in two minds whether he wanted to take on his man or square it to De Bruyne, and he just did something in between some half-assed effort. But still, they have an opportunity through Gabriel Jesus. Can't get around Marçal. Back to De Bruyne, who just tries to huff it into the middle. Easy for Lyon to deal with there. Lyon is defending quite well. It's got to be said. That mixed with it's seeming like City's attackers are just a step off from each other. Their passing isn't as clean as it usually is. There's a lot of misplayed passes. So far so good for Lyon. Now Lyon's opportunity to just give a shot at attacking, and it's cut out well by João Cancelo. Yellow card. Yellow card for Dubois. Leo Dubois. I actually missed it on the first showing. Joden Cobain is saying, I'm looking forward to Bayern versus City. I don't know. Don't sleep on Lyon. It could happen. You know, they played twice in the Champions League last season. And Lyon beat City at the Etihad. And then they tied back in Lyon. So, got their number, man. And a super chat from Barcelona 99. He throws a 1p pound to me. Thank you so much, Barcelona. You didn't add a question, though. Just supporting the content. I appreciate it all the same. So thank you so much. Barcelona 99. Obviously, that's a callback to United's win. A different time, man. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Lyon now. Just trying to settle things down. Andrew Costa, hey Adrian, you probably don't remember me, lol, but what do you think about Benfica recently? Example, transfers or Jesus. Very happy with what's going on in the transfer market. You know, Luis Felipe Vieira, clearly a little bit nervous about the upcoming elections with all the rumblings of, you know, these new candidates and some legitimate candidates as well. Very qualified. So I think that he's a little bit nervous and he's just throwing money just to ensure that he's in good standing with the socios. And, you know, it's not that he wants Benfica to be terrible either, you know. It's he obviously wants the club to do well. Their success is his success too. I just hope that this continues. That this sort of investment into the club continues beyond the elections if he is to stick around. Because I love that. Waldschmidt's a great signing. Vertonghen's a great signing. Everton Suarez, Cebolinha is a great signing. Anyway, enough of that. Back to this match. Lyon with a little spell of possession. A little buzzing around the City box. But they clear well. Kyle Walker with the huge sliced clearance that finds nobody but Lyon players in that midfield. Like I said, they're really plugging up that midfield. Lyon is actually not bad, says Pumpkin HD. And you know what? It always, even by myself, gets brought up that they are the 7th place Ligue 1 team, but they clearly were playing below, far below from where they should have been. And speaking of which, MA asks, how do you rate Lyon's season? Not a great league season, but CL quarters is pretty sweet. They also made a cup final that they lost just from in a shootout against PSG. So, like I was just saying, I think that they're playing far below their ability in the league. And they've showed in Europe that they can be a very frustrating and effective team. And they're playing extremely well. Look at how much possession they've had in the last 5 minutes or so. Controlling this game. And a donation from Akshay Dalal. Thank you, Akshay. No question from him. Thank you for supporting the channel, for supporting the stream. And from Kamal already. Kamal as well. Thank you, Kamal Saini. Another one. Thank you, guys. Very familiar names from the last few days. Thank you guys for joining me once again. All of you for joining me. This has been great these last few days. It's been so nice to be able to hang with you and have this live interaction with you guys, because sometimes the comment section can get a little crazy, a little bit harder to keep up with all of you guys. So it's been nice. Oh, and another one from John Dorsey. Thank you, John. Great channel, of course, but I really love your FIFA videos. The way you frame the unfolding drama of a career mode is so fun. Please do more. Thanks, man. Those FIFA series are fun, but I find that FIFA, the game itself, I just don't enjoy playing it anymore, that it becomes almost torturous, even just to get the sort of drama and the content out of it. It doesn't come as easily anymore to me. So maybe if the game improves a little bit in the next season, you know, if I hear that FIFA 21 is actually good, then maybe I'll start doing that again. But thank you for the $5 donation. Yeah. All right, ball forward. City have not been able to get into the groove of things for the last little bit here. Another misplaced ball forward from João Cancelo. Been a lot of misplaced balls forward. Their interplay hasn't been on it. Kushal Joshi, again, thanks, man. Appreciate you. Gabriel Jesus, just having a tough time. That Bruno Guimarães, I wish that Benfica got him. Not that I'm unhappy with our Julian Weigl signing, but the way that he's been controlling that central midfield this match so far, it's been his. He's been dominant there. I mean, it helps that City's formation is not conducive to a midfield battle. You know, they're highly outnumbered in there. And again, we're seeing Lyon in control of the ball. This is opposite of what most would have expected, myself included, in this match. I thought that it was going to be a deep lying Lyon against City, who would be doing a lot of the passing and possession on their end of the pitch. But to Lyon's credit, they've had a lot of the ball. Now, a lot of it has been in the central area of the pitch, but still, not what I expected from them. This is an excellent game. Jonathan Davies with the donation. Thank you, Jonathan. And he also had a question, and it is one that I am very sadly unable to answer because I don't actually know a lot about Tsimikas. He looks, from what I've seen, I of course did the the YouTube scouting route, and of course he looks like he's going to be a decent player. But I think that it's good that they finally have someone other than, who was it, Williams? Nico Williams, that they play at left back now and then, or something like that. But someone behind Robertson is going to be great. Where he came from, was it Olympiacos? I believe. Has some Champions League experience. So I think all in all, a good signing. Good young player. What are your thoughts on this game? I've been giving a sort of running account of what I think of it, but overall, I'm impressed by what Lyon has been doing. Juicy Mop says, I said before the game 2-1 Lyon. There's a chance, and here we go. Good ball wide to Cornet from Akambi. Right, Nico Williams is the right back. I always get that confused. Because United has a Williams that plays left back. And Kevin De Bruyne, a decent ball forward to Raheem Sterling, who beats Denier there. Just lays it back to João Cancelo. Rebuild coming for Barca? Yeah, Vash, I'm thinking so. And now City are starting to get a little bit more possession. Gundogan from very deep. Very deep in City's own half. João Cancelo trying to move down that left, but look. For every 2 City players, there's 3 Lyon players around them. They're really, really, really choking them out of this match. Hi, Mosine. Thanks for joining us, man. De Bruyne on the ball now. Laporte. Definitely not the same sort of match that we witnessed yesterday. Barcelona and Bayern Munich, where I think at this point there had already been 3 goals scored, perhaps. Or at least 2, that's for sure. Here we are. Cancelo cutting inside. Plays the ball through very well to Raheem Sterling. One-on-one with Denaire. He cuts it back. And look who's there. Look who's there to clean up but Awar. That midfield, again, completely locked down by Lyon. That is their pitch. What's up, Adrian? Sonny Tab. What's up? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining us. If Pep throws more midfielders in, then it's City's game, says the Juicy Mop. But yeah, they're just completely outnumbered everywhere. Forced to go wide. Free Glass says, yeah, after yesterday, I forgot what a normal game looked like. For real, man. If only every match was like that, hey? Ball forward to Akambi. Akambi in behind. Now Cornet. Oh, what is Ederson doing? What is Ederson doing? Completely out of position. Rudy Garcia himself didn't even react. I don't think that he knows how that happened. Maybe it's because they're going to look to see if it was offside, but 1-0 Lyon. 1-0 Lyon right now with that ball forward. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. I was saying yesterday how City's problems in defense, that's the one thing. But I mean, who doesn't have problems in defense these days? Am I right? But still, what is that? Unfortunate for Eric Garcia. You got to feel bad for him, but where were the fullbacks? Rudy Garcia with a wee allez. Oh my goodness, it's 1-0. Will it stand? So far, so it looks like it will. Kyle Walker caught out of possession a bit there. They haven't even showed a replay of the goal. Here we go. Goal is given. 1-0. It was Akambi who went streaming forward. Eric Garcia with a good tackle, but it comes right to Cornet. And you got to say, that's a good finish. He hit it perfectly to curl it around both Eric Garcia, Ederson, everyone, and into the back of the net. That is a good finish. Neymar would have blown that against Atalanta. Neymar did blow that against Atalanta, but I'm joking. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not trying to say that Cornet is better than Neymar. Just having a little fun with the guy. Lyon is this year's Ajax, says Marcus Beaumont. Wow, here we go. City, are they going to choke again? Actually, to say again is not really fair. They've had some hard luck the last couple seasons in the Champions League. Going out against Liverpool, then going out against Tottenham in a unfortunate fashion, you know, with the Llorente incident. Was it a handball? Then that goal that was just an inch or so offside right at the end that would have put them through. What is that goal, though? Oof. Yes, Kartik, I know that you're a Man United fan and no and will not recognize that they played well in the past and were just unlucky at times. But in this match, no hard luck at all. Lyon is playing incredibly well. City, that's their thing. That's been their only way through. Has been the diagonal ball from the flank for either Sterling or Kyle Walker to run onto. That's been their only thing. It looks like there might be a bit of a change of shape here. They're pushing forward a little more. Gabriel Jesus hits the deck. The press from Lyon is incredible, says Marcus. Now a free kick for Manchester City. Kevin De Bruyne on the ball. Cornet goes down in the box. David Jarman, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. What is going on here? Here we go. Free kick from De Bruyne. Oof. He went for the driven ball straight to Anthony Lopes, who deals with it well, just with the punch away. Perfectly punched. Quick throw in, doesn't work out. Gabby Jesus on the ball. Depay tries to roll it forward. And that's going to be how Lyon win this match if they do end up winning it. City keep on pushing forward, and then just a quick counter, a single ball from the midfield, and Lyon are through. Is Aguero in? No, Aguero is not in. John Kennedy says, Pep is stupid. Play a 4-3-3 and Lyon would be down 3 goals by now. Playing this BS 3-5-2 with nonsense defense, average mid, and Raheem is as the main guy who needs 100 chances to score 1, says John Kennedy. Lyon free kick from distance. Just doesn't work out. Marcelo on Kyle Walker. Oof. City to go forward now. They need a change of shape. They're being forced to the outside, and every time, look, 2 City players versus 3 Lyon players. This press from Lyon is tough to deal with. Again, De Bruyne on the ball. 3 Lyon players around him. They're outmanned everywhere they go on the pitch. It's brilliant from Rudy Garcia and Lyon. Cancelo, 1-on-1. Good ball. Ooh, Anthony Lopes kicks it away. Gundogan, and Lopes gets the second one as well. And Lyon clear it. What a save, if you want to call it that, or clearance by Anthony Lopes. Raheem Sterling now. Reliant upon these one-on-one dribbles. City. And again, Dubois coming up big on that right flank for Lyon. But they can't clear it. Here's City on the ball now. They do need a little bit more intensity. And now that they're playing with some, You can see that they're making this Lyon backline work a little bit harder. They can get through. They do have the ability. They do have the individuals to take a man one-on-one and win that. What part of the house is this? This is the office. Welcome to the office. We're not in the studio today. Ball forward to Depay. He just can't control it, and it gets through to Ederson. Now it's opening up a little bit. This is what we want. We want this to open up a little bit. We want it to get a little more stretched so we can get closer to that experience we had yesterday. Not that we'll ever be able to reach that. Well, I won't say ever, but it's going to take a lot to reach that level for this kind of game. It would take a big win from Lyon, I believe. Is Pep overthinking this match again, says Eva. Could be. Jerome George just came back and found out this scoreline. Yeah, man. Welcome. Welcome to the match. It's been an interesting one. That was a great run by João Cancelo. Then Anthony Lopes to deal with that did well as well. Cheers, Damien. By the way, Damien, thanks for joining us today. Now, free kick for Lyon. Memphis Depay to deliver. Wide to the right flank. Sumya Rai says that Barca need to sell Messi to rebuild. Barca should copy what Real Madrid did in selling Ronaldo. I think that Messi, this summer, more than any, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Messi leave Barcelona. Now, of course, that would still be shocking and hard to believe, but this seems like the most likely summer for that to happen. Is Miguel present today? I believe he is, or at least he was. He might come in and out. You don't know when he's here and when he's not. That's the scary thing about Miguel. He might be here. He might not. You never know. Yeah, Amber, Man City are losing. Lyon is playing extremely well. You can't say they're not deserving leaders at this point. City really pushing men forward. Again, that diagonal ball from the flank for Raheem Sterling to run onto. That's been their main way forward. There's Juan Cancelo and Raheem Sterling. The right flank, not doing it so much. I don't know if it's a personnel thing because now Kevin De Bruyne has moved more into the middle. Brandon, I watched this in the game at the same time. This is fun. Yeah, man, that's the recommended viewing experience if you're going to have this stream open. Have the match on as well so you know what's up. Happy to hear that you're doing the same. Aymeric Laporte pushing forward. City are pushing more men forward. Fernandinho. Cancelo again wide on the left. Cancelo going to be playing as a winger more. Back to his roots. NDL Arca says UEFA is corrupt. That goal was offside. They've really not been showing many replays on the goals, which is interesting. Like even for the Lewandowski one yesterday, I initially thought that was offside. And they never showed another replay of it, but the goal was given. This one sort of looked like it was offside as well. At least that was my initial thought. And they haven't showed a replay of it looking down the line. So get your tinfoil hats on, boys. I'm joking. I'm not buying into any conspiracies. Not yet. Could we have an upset, says Nicole. We might. We very well could. No VAR? Yeah, there's VAR for sure. There is VAR. Isaiah says he was played on by Fernandinho. There you go. Didn't see it myself. I only saw the one replay, which is very frustrating. And it was a replay from like behind, which didn't help at all. Ouch. Clash of heads there between Awar and was it Fernandinho? Yeah, it is. Fernandinho on Awar. That didn't look great. Did not look great. Throw a little headband on him. A little polysporin, a little headband. Leo Dubois has a yellow. That's why City are attacking on the left side. I mean, even before Leo Dubois had that yellow, they were really favoring that left side. And I mean, it makes sense because you have João Cancelo, who is excellent with the ball at his feet, beating players. He plays a decent pass now and then as well. And then you also have Raheem Sterling, same thing and then some. So it makes sense that they would focus down that left side because De Bruyne is not a natural winger, even though he can operate well on the right, but he always tends to float into the middle from the right. Sterling taking on Denier, turning him inside out. Can he do a good Alphonso Davies impression? And he goes down. Denier taking out Raheem Sterling. They want to rack up those yellows on that side, huh? See ya, Shahed. Thanks for joining us. Kevin De Bruyne. Again, he goes for the driven free kick straight at Anthony Lopes. Ligue 1 Uber Eats. Domino's Ligue 1. No, that's Ligue 2, I believe, is Domino's. At least if City lose, will become the last English team to win the UCL, says Liverpool legend. Just over 5 minutes to go here, not counting injury time, added time, whatever you want to call it. Lyon lack match fitness and will drop significantly in the second half, says La Tempête. Could be right there, man. Certainly haven't been playing as much as City or as frequently and recently as City. Later, Miguel. Everyone drop an M in the chat for Miguel. Enjoy your dinner, dude. Miguel, the moderator. Appreciation time. And for Russ. Russ, the moderator, has been helping out as well. Thank you, Russ, the Liverpool fan. Kevin De Bruyne does what? Oh, and he's called back for a foul. Can't see the sweat with the black shirts, though. Says Ryan Yoel. What? Hi, yes. Hey, Papa. Thanks for joining. Papa DKR. Modern Soccer says, did not understand the lineup by Pep. None of the Silvas or Foden. No creativity. Really good point. I was really surprised that Phil Foden wasn't in the lineup. Bernardo Silva has been kind of strange this season. The lack of starts I've found, but I mean, am I talking out of my ass and saying that? But I feel like Bernardo Silva doesn't get as many starts as he used to. Do not take my word for that. Hey, Ahmed. Fernandinho. Kyle Walker. Back to Fernandinho. City just rotating the ball around the pitch. My friend is a City fan. F in the chat says Papa DKR. No, they could be fine. There's still a full half of football left. It's only 1 goal. Lyon has cooled off a bit, but I'm sure this is all part of their plan. See out the half. Don't concede. Play tidy. Pick your moments to go forward. Good ball in there. Gabriel Jesus. Raheem Sterling from a wide position. Steps around his man. That's a heavy touch. Cut back. Saved by Anthony Lopes. Rodri almost brought it level. Judah, we see you. You can't do that, dude. You don't need to continuously spam your comment. City again. De Bruyne. Driven ball across again, met by Marcelo. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne behind again. Again, dealt with well with Lyon. They're defending so well. Guys, enough with the binod stuff. Enough with that, please. Super annoying. Don't want to have to put you guys in timeout. Okay? I'll do it. I swear. This is your warning. Raheem Sterling now. De Bruyne. All right, I'll do it. Ball in from City. Oof. Decent. Driven corner that they got a flick on at the near post, but no direction on it. Just went over the pitch, over the net. It's pronounced B node, actually. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. That's how little I know about it. Just a minute left in this half. Kevin De Bruyne going forward. What a ball to Gabriel Jesus. Oh, no. Sorry, Raheem Sterling. It was Raheem Sterling in behind and a save by Anthony Lopes. Another great save, a great moment from the keeper there. City have had their opportunities. Anthony Lopes has met them well. Yesterday's game raise the expectations so much that even if this game ends 4-4, it will be boring, says Sumya. Yeah, man. That's not enough goals. 8 goals is not enough. João Cancelo forward. A ball to nobody. To absolutely nobody. Rodri. Wide to Kyle Walker. Now Eric Garcia. Look at how compact Lyon is playing. Cancelo. Wide to Raheem Sterling. Doesn't manage to slip away with the ball, and Dubois gets it forward. And that's it. That's the half. That is the half. 1-0 to Olympique Lyon. Olympique Lyonnais. They deserve it. I mean, they certainly fell into their defensive shell as the match went on, you know. They had their lead, they got their goal, and now they've been sitting back a little bit more and letting Man City try to dictate the tempo, letting Man City make the first move. And you know that they're just waiting. They're waiting to pick their moment, to hit them on the counter, to hit them in transition, to try and get another goal, as they did for their first one, with Maxwell Cornet taking advantage of that unfortunate outcome from that attempted clearance by Eric Garcia. And we got a donation from Rodrigo Antunes. Let me just add you to the live ticker at the bottom here. Rodrigo. And he says, yo, Adrian, do you think Jimenez was given a fair chance at Benfica, and why do you support the club? Also, do you think he will stay at Wolves? I think that he was pushed out of the club way too early. I think that he had, you know, that one solid season with us, and then we were just a little too hasty, a little too impatient with him. Why do I support the club? My parents are Portuguese. Some of my earliest memories are watching Nuno Gomes play for Portugal, so that's how I got into Benfica, via that. But yeah, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the channel. Archer says, LOL, what happened to City? I do think that it's a case of Pep Guardiola overthinking things a little bit. I do. I think that he should have Phil Foden out there. I think that he should have Bernardo Silva out there. I think that De Bruyne should be played centrally. Put Bernardo Silva on the right wing instead. You know, that's what I would do. That's a change I would make. Warl Cheeser says, we're 45 minutes away from the next MLS expansion team being named Olympic Birmingham. Ugh. Imagine that. Ugh. Cardi A says, I don't care if City wins. The lineup is awful. Pep always overcomplicates it in the UCL. Yeah, man. Please do a new video of João Felix, buddy. Really want to hear your opinion on him right now. I can tell you right now what my opinion on João Felix is. I still believe that he has a ton of ability. I still believe that he can become one of the most elite players in football. But for whatever reason, through the injuries, through getting used to the new country, whatever it is, he's been underperforming at Atletico. And Atletico in general underperformed for the first half of the season until about January, February. Goals were hard to come by for them. But he showed when he came on against RB Leipzig that he can be the guy that runs that attack for them. He was their most dangerous player on the day. And after they got that goal, you thought, okay, now they're going to go forward. Now they're going to attack. Is this the end of RB Leipzig? But no. I don't know if it was Simeone that instructed it or if the players just naturally fell into their defensive shell on their own. But it was to their own detriment. You know, they went into that defensive shell and RB Leipzig took advantage and ended up getting a fortunate goal in some sense. That it was a big deflection that took it past Oblak. But, you know, I don't begrudge RB Leipzig of anything. I think that Atletico didn't play very well at all. They didn't attack enough for a match. It was as if they were playing for an away draw. You know, that's what it felt like. Once they got that goal, they were like, all right, let's just not concede. Getting a 1-1 to go back home to is great. That's what it felt like. But you can't do that. You can't do that in a single match elimination. And this is what I like about it. is that it rewards teams that want to get goals. Mind Speaker says João Felix and Atletico are a bad fit. Baz1, do you think Portuguese youngsters leave too early? Look at Diogo Dalot as an example. Baz, thank you for that donation, man. I very much appreciate that. A fellow Canadian. Love to see it. Love to see some Canadian people getting involved, because not high on my list of demographics. My own country. But yeah, I do agree with you. That's been a common thing that I've said on my channel. It's been sort of an ongoing meme in that I always think that Benfica youngsters leave too early. I think that, you know, they have one good season and all of a sudden they're on the auction block. I almost said the chopping block, but the auction block. The Portuguese clubs seem to want to cash in as fast as possible. And then we have a lot of situations where we build up this reputation of selling youngsters that have a good season and then ultimately don't meet that potential or what was expected of them, which is too bad, because I think that if they were to stay and develop and, you know, find who they are before moving on, and trying to do that when they're at a much bigger club where there's much more expectation, where there's more pressure, where once you start to hit that wall, all of a sudden people start calling you a flop. I just wish that they would stay longer, man. I miss him. But thank you, Baz1, for that donation. I thought I saw another one here. I did. From Mahmoud Farhoud. Thank you for the donation, Mahmoud. And he says, do you think Messi will leave Barca after 8-2? I spoke of that a little bit earlier, and my answer was basically that if there was any time for Messi to leave Barcelona, this, with all of the frustrations between himself and the president himself and Eric Abidal earlier in the season, this feels like it would be the summer that Lionel Messi would consider leaving Barcelona. Personally, I would feel like to spend your entire career just playing for one club, to spend your whole life only eating cheeseburgers, stupid metaphor. But go and try something else, man. For yourself, do it for yourself. Go and try somewhere else. You'll get paid a ton of money still, and you'll get to experience a new culture, a new kind of football culture. Go somewhere else. Go to Italy. Go to the Premier League. Go wherever you want. Hey, Vasconcelos. Thank you for the donation, man. My guy Vas. Where are we? Number 10. Lucky number 10. Vasconcelos. Thank you for that donation, dude. No question attached to it? Come on, man. You could have asked me anything. You could have said anything. Oh, and another donation here from Stephanie Myers. No question for her either. Well. Thank you, Stephanie Myers, for that donation. Once again, coming through every day here. Wow. Thank you, guys. It really does fill my heart with joy when you guys support the content. But honestly, just all of you showing up to this live stream to watch the match with me, that makes me really happy. Thank you, everyone. Donation or not. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Sharwar Hussein, another donation from Sharwar. Does Portugal have what it takes to win another Euro, assuming Ronaldo's golden days are slowly coming to an end? I think so. I honestly think so. I mean, we certainly have a lot of talent. Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be a big miss, but I think that we do have what it takes. We can't be counted out. Are we the favorites to win a Euro? If we were to say in that regard, no, I wouldn't say so. I think that France ranks above them in that regard for sure. But I do think that Portugal has it in them. We're just so damn good at producing talent. Thank you for that Oh, and another one from Akshay Dalal. Thoughts on Adama Traore? As a Wolves fan, I think he's only effective off the bench. Forgot to put the question on that last donation. Thanks, man. Thank you for doing that. I think that Adama Traore is... One moment, please. He always showed signs throughout his career, you know, when he was at Barcelona, he's in Middlesbrough, whatever. He's had a strange career in that regard. But he's always showed signs that if he can reach that potential, if he can play more consistently, he'll be a great player. He'll be a great addition to anyone's attack. And he's shown at Wolves that he does have the capacity to play at that level. That he's not just going to be one of those guys that we're going to say, what a shame. You know, what a shame. He never played to a level that befit his talent. And I think that he's doing that more for Wolves. Now, is he better coming off of the bench? Perhaps, because his sheer pace is just too much to deal with when you have some tired legs at the back in the latter half of a match. But it does also, it's a glaring omission on the team sheet when you don't have Adama Traore out there, you know? Adama Traore and his baby oiled arms, as they've been doing lately. Ali Abshir Ali, man, I wish I had money to donate. Don't worry about not having the money to donate, guys. It is definitely not, it is not a requirement. There is no admission fee for these watch-alongs. It's just for those who feel like they want to support the content in that way. It's always appreciated. And, you know, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm always speechless when people end up giving their own money for a guy that just puts his opinion on football out there on the internet. It's crazy to me. It's really nice though. Thank you guys. Speechless. Messi to Manchester City if Messi is to leave. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Yeah, I mean that was sort of the secret talks that it could happen this year of all years. Imagine that. 1v1v, love your work, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. What do you think would help Barcelona get back close to the top? They need to get back to what helped them get to the top, which was a focus on bringing talent through La Masia. Of course, in my video that I did on how Barcelona is sort of losing their identity, La Masia is sort of a chicken and the egg thing. What came first? You know, was it that they just had all that talent coming through, that raw talent that made La Masia seem better than it actually is at developing talent? Or is the talent only suffering now because they aren't investing in it and Bartomeu has essentially ruined it, which to me is the more likely answer. The talent is there. Ricky Puig, Ansu Fati, these guys, you know, coming through really are proving that Barcelona is able to produce this kind of talent, and it's a shame that they've fallen so far away from that. So that's one aspect that they need to go down. And then just the board in general needs to go. The sort of deals that they're making, they're shot financially. What else? Which country has the best crop of talent going into the 2022 World Cup? 2022 World Cup? For me, France is still up there. You know, Germany is good too, but for me, France is still up there as far as the amount of talent that they have. It's just ridiculous, in my opinion. Vasconcelos again, man. Hey, thank you again, Vas. I didn't know how to write a message in here. Just wanted to show love. Love you, man. Thank you. Can't be here for a long time because I'm watching an NBA game. Keep it up, Dad. Thank you, son. Enjoy the NBA game, man. I haven't been keeping up with the NBA, but I hear that Toronto is still okay. I don't know. Alvin says, I believe Cavani is going to Benfica. I hope you're right, dude. And then Baz with another donation. Did I add you into the ticker, Baz? Yeah, I did. Okay, good. Prediction for United versus Sevilla. I have Sevilla winning that match. I do. I believe, has Ole Gunnar Solskjaer taken part in 3 semifinals and missed out on the final in each one? I could be wrong there. I think that's what has happened. But I think that Sevilla just has this strange affinity to the Europa League. And I see them getting through again. They're so good defensively. Their midfield is so good. It's going to be very difficult up against the likes of Rashford, Martial, Bruno Fernandes, of course. But I think that Sevilla is going to make it through, personally. I could be wrong, though. What do you think, Baz? It looks like you're a United fan, so I'm going to assume that you're going to say United is going to take it. Thank you for that donation once again, though. I believe there is another one I need to get to here. Where are we? Oh, Ben Dak. Number 14. Ben Dak. And he says, is this the end of Barcelona and Madrid as the dominant teams in world football? How long before either wins the Champions League again? And I think that it is the end of Spain's domination, at least for now. You know, big clubs like that are always going to come back to the top. But football is cyclical, right? It's like Game of Thrones. The wheel is turning and turning. At one point, Lannister, Stark, this one's on top, then that one's on top. It's the same thing in football. We're going to see this cycle continue and continue. Maybe, you know, the Italian teams will have a resurgence and they'll come back to being on top, although it seems less likely. The English teams, right now, Bayern's on top, in my opinion. Thank you for that donation, Ben Dak. Let me get to the next one here before I run out of time. Saptarshi Sengupta, what do you think Man United need to do to get back to their trophy-winning ways? And I think that they're not far off. I think that they could use another central defender, if I'm honest with you. Because beyond Maguire and Lindelof, personally, I don't rate Eric Bailly very highly. I know that he's had an unfortunate career and that he's been injured a lot. But I think that they need another center back. I think that Maguire is good, but he still makes a lot of mistakes for my liking. He still can get caught out flat-footed too often for my liking. And Lindelof has improved greatly since starting at United. I mean, I feel bad for the guy. He came to United when it wasn't the most secure team in the direction they were going. But yeah, I think that, I mean, I'm recommending Dayot Upamecano to any team right now. You know, go and get Upamecano. And thank you for that donation and that question. But I think that United's midfield is good. They could use another like ball-winning central midfielder because Matic has like maybe a stretch of 4 or 5 matches where he looks great and then he fades back to being not great Matic again. But yeah, a central defender, a defensive midfielder. I like the rest of their team, to be honest with you. So yeah, thank you, Saptarshi Sengupta. And is that all? Did I get you all? Oh, Sharwar Hussein says, Juve, along with other players, should also sell Bonucci and buy Upamecano. That's right. Tonali, Depay, Reguilon. I think that you're right, and they need to get Tonali. That central midfield needs to be their priority right now, for sure. Sell Bonucci, get Upamecano. That's never a bad thing to get Upamecano, as I alluded to. Depay is an interesting one. Reguilon would be good. I'm not convinced by their fullbacks completely. Yeah, I agree with you, Sharwar. And the match is back, by the way. We're a couple minutes into the second half. Thank you, everyone, for the donations. Yang G94 says, bro, Man U has Jones. Who else they need? That's right. They do also have Smalling coming back, who I completely forgot about. Smaldini, it looks like, is coming back. I missed 2 donations. Oh, I did too. Jonathan Davies. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. Here, I'm going to get to these ones now. Jonathan Davies says, my mom was born in Toronto. Go Leafs. Hey. So you've got a little Canadian in you. Thank you again, Jonathan, for that donation. And then we also had Zhuang Aleshu. I assume you're from the Azores since you're Canadian and your parents are from Benfica. Cheers from the green side of Lisbon. Yes, my parents are from the Azores. You're correct. They are part of that mass exodus from from the Azores in the 50s, 60s when they were young. Um, but yeah, man, you nailed that. Thank you for the donation. Very much appreciated, guys. When will you play FIFA? No time soon. Please, Ali and Ali, stop spamming. Smalling doesn't want to come back. Yeah, I mean, he had such a great time at Rome. Why wouldn't you want to stay there? Okay, I think I got all the donations now. Man City on the ball. Aymeric Laporte. Walker now. Gabriel Jesus. De Bruyne. Ooh. Tries a little spin pass to Sterling. Just got away from him. Thank you, Luna. I'm glad that I'm up to date on the donations now. Can I explain Pep's formation for today's game? Yikes. Okay, Brakili, you don't need to ask a question a million times, dude. Please stop spamming. But can I explain his formation? Not really. I can't. It's looking like sort of a three at the back with two holding midfielders. I didn't even notice if he made any changes at the half because I was so busy with the donations there. There's a free kick here for Depay. And City deal with that. But yeah, it's a strange one because it's a 3 at the back when they're in possession, but when they're actually defending, it's more like a 4. Cancelo and Walker are pushing up very high. De Bruyne is almost playing as a second striker half the time. I also agree with you that Bernardo Silva should be brought on. David Silva, no doubt. But yeah, it's something resembling a 3-5-2, which is not it, in my opinion. That is not peak City. Sharwar Hussein, what's your thought on Tonali's defensive capabilities? Sharwar, are you a Juve fan? But I think that Tonali would slot into that Juventus midfield perfectly to play in the regista role. You know, harken it back to the old days of Juventus's midfield with Pirlo in there. Cancelo, cross on his left. Not a great one. He finds Kyle Walker all the way on the other side. But Charlois, thank you again for that donation. Fernandinho's ball to the back post. There is no one there, so Dubois just heads it out for a corner kick. Here we go. Kevin De Bruyne for the corner kick. Decent ball at the back post. Again, no one there to meet it. No one is joining in. Thoughts on Ndombele if he'll stay? Yeah, I'm thinking he'll stay. I think that he's clearly a very gifted player. He was great at Lyon. It's just been a bad first season for him. It's been a turbulent first season too. You have Poch getting sacked, then Mourinho coming in. 3142 says Lens. Yeah, Trey, I wasn't and now I am. Change of plans. Jonathan Davies. Do you think Pirlo being given the coaching role proves Juve are more skint than they want us to know? That is an aspect that I wish I had included in the actual video. The fact that while there are so many positives to look forward to with Pirlo, potential positives, of course, because we don't know what he's going to be like as a manager. But all of this speculating, I think that it could work out. But that is another aspect, is that he could be the cheaper signing, you know, sack Sarri and get a guy who's in-house, because they have a lot of money riding on Cristiano Ronaldo. A lot of money. Oh, Laporte almost made a mess of that with Depay at his back. Ball wide to Cancelo. Cancelo, who is basically playing as a winger in this game, or as a wide midfielder at least. And Ali, please stop. Please stop spamming. Cancelo, wide on the left. Another ball into the box. Another blocked ball. And Dubois with the celebratory fist bump. Mahrez is coming on. Mahrez for Fernandinho. So there's a sign of intent for Pep Guardiola. But is it going to be the Bruno Lage tactics of just bring on a bunch of attackers? But when you need goals, you have no choice. That's the beauty of these single match eliminations. You're down, you need goals. You can't turn it around in the second leg, man. De Bruyne with the ball in, met by a Lyon player once again. City looking desperate, says Young Cow. Yeah, let's see what they can do here. Would this result be more shocking than the Atleti one? I mean, I didn't find the Atleti one that shocking, to be honest, because RB Leipzig is a strong side, as they've shown throughout the season. So them beating Atletico wasn't really a big shock. But I think that this would actually, it would be a bigger shock than that one, partially for that reason. But at the same time, City losing to Lyon, or being unable to beat Lyon, isn't anything new over the last couple of years. Am I right? What do you think if Coutinho should do after the season? As a Liverpool fan, I would love to see him back, but his confidence is shot. He didn't look too bad against a... already dead Barcelona. But yeah, he needs to go somewhere where he can have where he can play his best position and only that position, you know? Cure for Texas, I swear this is not the real City. I've watched them play. It's almost as if they're doing it on purpose. But this has been the story of City this past season, hasn't it? You know, they beat Liverpool. Big win against Liverpool. And then they lose to Southampton. This has been the issue with City across the season in far too many matches. They can't find that scintillating attack that they used to be able to unlock defenses so easily with So, like, is it Aguero that's missing? That threat in the box? Is it David Silva and Bernardo Silva that for some reason are not getting onto the pitch? Personally, I think so. There's no Phil Foden out there. Would this be more shocking than Bayern winning 8-2 yesterday? No, I don't think so. We knew that Bayern would win that match, but by that much? Jake Stammers, I think that City need a psychologist, same as Barcelona. You might be right. It's like they want KDB to produce a masterclass strike while neglecting his ability to play deeper and dictate the tempo. Yeah. I think that they definitely need a Bernardo Silva or a David Silva out there. Here we go. KDB with the free kick. Ooh, saved by Anthony Lopes. Juan Cancelo hits it to the moon. Rodri with the foul. Interesting. I did not think that that was a foul. Decent free kick from Kevin De Bruyne, though. Can Lyon win against Bayern? Personally, I don't think so. I think that that would be the end of the road. Ball forward. Mahrez. Can he make something happen here? He does. He gets around his man once. And then he cuts back to take him on again. He had him beat. Just get the ball across at that point. Get around him and your next touch is a cross. Don't try and beat him again. That used to drive me insane playing with guys like that. Get that early ball in. I'd much rather that than you try to beat your man twice and then get it in once their defenders are all back. De Bruyne scoops it to the back post. Nah, Sterling can't get up for it. Ryan Atwood, how have City looked? Not great, to be honest with you. But you could also say that Lyon have looked very good and have defended quite well. Now, they haven't done much going forward in this half, that's for sure. They haven't done much going forward since their goal, basically. And Ali, please stop, okay? I've put you in a timeout twice now. Next time I'm going to have to just block you from commenting if you just continue with the spam, my friend. Sterling still needs so many chances to score, says Elameno. Frank Fletcher, how can you tell a pro what to do? What is this in relation to me having a preference that someone on my team when I played wouldn't beat a player twice? That's my preference. Personally, I'm not telling him how he should play. I'm not going to give him career advice or anything like that. But I find once you beat a defender and you are beyond them and you have a chance to cross and then you choose to cut back again only to lose the ball, that annoys me when I'm playing. Chief, that's a bot. Ban him. Here we go now. Lyon pushing things forward a bit. Strike from distance. No. Marsal again with the strike from distance. Nizar. What team do you support again? I support Ipswich Town. No. Kyle Walker trying to push things down that right flank. They've moved from focusing on the left flank to the right flank in this half, it feels like. Although we're still seeing a lot of Cancelo trying to pass on his left. Kevin De Bruyne with a blind pass to the other team. Kevin De Bruyne inside to Gabriel Jesus. He goes down. De Bruyne still. Ooh. Decent. Free kick. Decent area for the free kick. KDB could bury this. I agree with you. This is the spot. This is it. Let's see what he can do. Maxwell Kakare is behind the wall to block that low free kick. Can Kevin De Bruyne just smash it in? What are the chances for Leipzig? Oh, Russell Dubinsky is back. Thank God. Thank you, Russ, for joining me. Need some help with this spam. And Miguel's back. You're both back. And Kevin De Bruyne curls it over the post. He went goal side. He went keeper side, sorry. Curls it over the post. Over the bar. Both of the mods are back, guys. You better run and hide. No more spam. It's been really hard on my own to try and talk to these guys and also moderate the chat. Jonathan Davies, thank God for Russell and Miguel. Yeah, no doubt. Thank God that they're back. Kyle Walker. I haven't seen enough change in City's approach at all. Or at least enough effective change, I guess. To me, and of course I'm biased, but to me is mind-blowing that you have creative forces such as David Silva and Bernardo Silva. That's who I was thinking of first, to be completely honest with you. Just sitting on the bench when you need goals here. So I can't spam 2-0 1,000 times like a Pratt. Yeah, man. No more. No more of that. My goons will be on you. This double block, this double block from Lyon. Impenetrable for City. They have the ball in their back line. Then they try to hit it forward as a long ball, and it doesn't work. The only way that they're finding a way through is through that left flank. That's the only way. Luna Ariel, I don't know how much you are into tactics. Do you think Klopp should play 4-2-3-1 when Salah, Mane, and Naby go for the African Cup? Hendo and Fab CDMs, then Ox, Firmino, Genie in the mid. Mina ST. I think that's the... oh, here we go. Cornet? No. Kyle Walker has the legs for it. I think that that's a good idea. Personally, I don't think there's any harm in trying that out. I like your tactics, Luna. Kevin De Bruyne driving forward. Goes for the strike and is blocked by Denayer. He's had a great match, Denayer. And we have a donation from Dominic Jones. Thank you, Dominic Jones, man. Appreciate the donation. Let me add you to the ticker here at the bottom. Why is Man City always struggling in big Champions League games? I think that it's a mentality thing, to be completely honest with you. I think it's partially mentality and partially Pep Guardiola overthinking things and not just playing City in like a 4-3-3 to their strengths. I think he's always overthinking how to chess match this thing, where he just needs to play City in a comfortable formation, in a system that has proven to have worked in the past, with De Bruyne a little bit deeper and more central instead of starting him up on the right, even though he was free to float, but still. Aguero is a big miss, but Sterling gets around him. De Bruyne, there it is. They've done it. Sterling with the cutback, and De Bruyne makes it 1-1. That's what you want, is De Bruyne playing a little deeper and making those late runs to the edge of the box. Now, thank you, first of all, to Dominic Jones for the donation. Really appreciate that. Now we have a game. 1-1. If this goes to extra time, I am going to die of heat exhaustion because it is hot in here. We are at 28.5 degrees, fellas. Nice finish there from Mr. Kevin De Bruyne. The ball forward, then Raheem Sterling cuts it back. That ball forward from Mahrez. That was a good one. 1-1. Now Lyon has to play. Now the ball is in their court to attack a little bit more. Tyler McMenamin. My money is on Lyon. Also, hello. 1-1. Here we are. I love how City scores while Adrian laments Pep for his tactical decisions. I mean, that is a proven trend on these live streams. As soon as I start trashing someone, they either score or end up doing something really good. Not that I was trashing him, but just saying that if they had stuck to a formation from the beginning that is something more suited to their style, I think that they would have not been in this moment. Ball forward. Crimson Katana. Is 28 degrees supposed to be hot? When you're sitting inside, it's pretty warm, yes. It's definitely warmer than you want it. Ooh. Was Cornet hauled down by Kyle Walker? Let's get another look at it here. A little shove from Kyle Walker. I mean, you've seen penalties given for that kind of thing. Do I like it? Not at all. You've seen them given. Am I okay with it not being given? Yes, of course. Here we go. Now a corner kick for City. If City ends up going through, do you think they could beat Bayern? I don't think so. I do not. To me, that was, that's a good ball. No, it's not a good ball. It's a little too heavy for Depay. That could have been it. No VAR. Yeah, I think that would have been a very soft penalty. He was looking for the contact, but it's the kind of thing where if Kyle Walker is going to put his hands on his opponent like that, he's forcing the referee into a decision, and you can only blame him if he gives it, you know? Gabriel Jesus cuts inside, and a good save from Anthony Lopes. Now another corner for City. De Bruyne. Ball across. Easy gather for Anthony Lopes. Now, can Lyon hit them on the counter? They're certainly trying. Just out of reach. Just out of reach for Cornet again. He has been looking good in this match. Akambi hasn't imposed himself on the match as much as I thought he would have. Game will end 3-1, says Listener Wise. We'll see. Is there a delay to the stream? Yes. Just so everyone knows, there is a delay to the stream. So I will inevitably see things later than you. Kenny Tete is coming on for Lyon, for Dubois, who of course was a yellow card or a sending off danger. Memphis Depay is also coming off. Moussa Dembele, it's not going to get any easier for City's defenders, though, with Depay coming off and Dembele coming on. Dembele proves to be a handful himself. But an unexpected switch. Very much an unexpected switch, especially if there's... I mean, he might be carrying an injury or something, because to take him off this early with the prospect of potentially having to play extra time after the 90, he's one of your leaders out there. One of your main goal threats as well. To take him off so early. Here's City going in the other direction. Gabriel Jesus. He's going to cut to the left. No, he goes for the strike straight into the defender. Still there for him. Blocked. What a tackle that was. Oh my God. Mendes. Thiago Mendes. With a crazy block. Great defending from him there. And his first involvement of the match, really. They need Andreas Pereira. Yeah, we definitely do not need him at Benfica, as those rumors have been going around. Ball hoofed forward by City. Gabriel Jesus. Terrible strike. Always curving away from goal. Why was he going to go for that when he could have settled it? Pushed the ball forward. That's very ambitious. Would it be something if two teams from the worst league of the top 5, Ligue 1, made the UCL finals, Coupe de la Ligue Part 2, says Trey Edwards. Yeah, of course that would be something. It's always something when you have two teams from the same country playing in the Champions League final. It's always a interesting thing. Oh, what a ball forward for Dembele. No, not quite. Too much curve on that ball for him. Otherwise, if it had been a little more straight, he would have been through. Now Sterling, one-on-one. Sterling still. Ball to the back post. Ooh. Gabriel Jesus. Ay, 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 ay. Gabriel Jesus. That's two opportunities that you should be burying in this match. Not counting that volley, that ambitious volley. But you just think, if you have Aguero in that situation, that's City winning the match, I think. Damien Mercado, will you be doing match watch-alongs for the UEFA Champions League semifinals? Yes, sir. You know it. Alameno says Gabriel Jesus is so terrible at times. You can smell the desperation for goals. Yeah, he does reek of desperation at times when he's on the pitch. Trying things like that ambitious attempt. And look here, is Dembele through? Oh no, it's Akambi. Lets it go for Dembele. Ederson's way out. Does he make the save? No, it's in. It's in, but will they say that it was offside? Will they say that Akambi played enough of a role in that for it to be offside? 2-1 Lyon. As I said, Dembele provides challenges of his own for that back line. He's got the speed. He's a decent finisher. Will they call Akambi for offside, though? Let's see. These angles are so horrible. Will they say that that was an offside? I think it's a goal myself. But man, do they ever show the absolute bare minimum as far as replays for those watching at home these days, which is everyone, because obviously there's no one in the stadium. Come on, give us what we want, you know? I think that since he left it and there was no defender challenging him for it, it could stand. It should stand. Because he didn't influence a defender into challenging him for the ball. If he stood out of the way of it, then it should be fine. It's a goal. It's a goal. 2-1 Lyon. Wow. Wow. Oh, and they have an opportunity for another here. Dembele gets around Cancelo. No, Cancelo recovers. Wow. Oof. Olympic Lyon bribes for sure, says Mike. I'm not sure. I don't think that... I mean, I think that he got it right. But again, I still am yet to see a replay. So... Wow, and Lyon are 10 minutes away from facing Bayern Munich in the semi-finals and making my Champions League picks 1 for 4. Wow. From going from 4 for 4 for the Europa League to 1 from 4 in the Champions League quarterfinals. That is something else. Uncle Sharma, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us here. The onus is on City. Their Champions League campaign could be finished at this point. That's strange that it still says 1-1. It shouldn't. There we go. Gonna start betting on your opposite choices in the CL for now, Adrian. Yeah, man. I invite you to. Ederson way out. Gundogan still on the pitch, surprisingly. Mahrez. Jesus. I feel Bayern versus Lyon will be a good match because both these teams are hungry for success and has the mental fortitude to carry through. Yeah, I think that Lyon will be a... It's hard to say that they'll cause more problems than Barcelona, just because this Bayern team seems so overpowered. Oh, Pep collapsing to his knees after that goal. That's going to be the new reaction gif on Twitter for sure. Rodri's off and David Silva is given maybe 6 minutes of regulation to try and make a difference. Too late. Way too late in my opinion. David Silva or Bernardo Silva should have been on there much earlier, and instead Bernardo Silva will not see a minute of football, it looks like, in Portugal here. Jamal's Goofy says, losing to Lyon on purpose to avoid being embarrassed by Bayern. Another tactical masterclass by Pep Guardiola. All right, Kevin De Bruyne is to deliver this free kick. Nicholas Ruiz, thoughts on Bayern? I actually have a video that goes in depth on my thoughts on Bayern and how they've built this squad and how they're ahead of the curve and they're not having a hard transition because they're constantly evolving instead. Instead of waiting for things to get so bad that you need to do a reset, they're just constantly evolving. And that is how a club should be run. And that is exactly what Bayern are doing. Mahrez, back to De Bruyne, who's much deeper now. Jesus steps around, gets the ball across. Oh my God, Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling misses from 5 yards away. He puts it over the bar somehow. That is enough to haunt his dreams for a long time to come. How did he manage that? It must have bobbled on him. Oh my goodness. How? How? Pep's on the floor once again. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Sterling, how? I mean, I saw someone in the chat call him a tap-in merchant, which I don't believe that he is necessarily, but not living up to his name there. Wow. And now Lyon coming in the other direction. Wide to the left. Oh, that's spilled by Ederson and Dembele again. It's 3-1 Lyon. How is this happening? Pep Guardiola, if he had hair, it would have been all torn out by now. Oh my God, what a spill by Ederson. As someone in the chat was saying, he doesn't really impress them much. He is playing terribly today. Where was he on the first goal? In no man's land. Second goal, he got a leg to it. Not going to fault him too much. But this one, the spill. Wow. What a spill. That's a catch. You've got to catch that ball. That is, to quote Fabian Delph, the basics of football. But in this case, the basics of goalkeeping. That is a horrible mistake from Ederson. Ay, 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 ay. And there it is again. I mean, Dembele certainly has given them something else to consider. He's a dangerous player in his own right, like I said. And look at that. 2 goals off the bench to win the match for Lyon, to win this semi-final or this quarter-final and book a place in the quarter or in the semis. I am all messed up now in the brain because I can't believe this. Against Bayern Munich. Oh my God. 3-1. What is happening in the Champions League this year? This is amazing. You love to see it. You love to see this. Pep gonna spend 300 million this summer now, says Animesh. Yeah, we'll see. My God. And to think that if Sterling buries that ball, they're at 2-2 and that goal doesn't happen probably. Awe. Allez Lyon. Liverpool gave them Karius. Now, Cancelo. Inside to Sterling. And he loses the ball. He coughs up possession. Now an opportunity for Lyon to go the other way. No, well read by by Gundogan there. Kyle Walker. De Bruyne now. Gundogan. Cancelo. Eric Garcia with the short pass. He's lucky there was no one else further at the field for Lyon. You know that Jose Mourinho is watching this with a huge smirk on his face. The guy who said that Pep hasn't won a Champions League without Lionel Messi. Ooh. And what a final match this is for David Silva. Unless City have an intense turnaround and we see a hectic final moments as we did for Atalanta PSG. Look at Moussa Dembele on the ball, but the athleticism of Kyle Walker is something else. Omar Riami, don't remind me of that. Don't remind me of that. Denier. Great match from him. I'm sure that there will be a lot of puns coming out of this match. Five minutes of added time. We're already a minute into one of those 5. Oof. Mahrez, well done. Maxwell Cornet getting it done at both ends of the pitch, and then they hoof it forward. Oh, it just can't get beyond Eric Garcia. Well cut out there. Otherwise, it could have been 4. João Cancelo can't make it there. It's looking like this is it. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go. City fumbled the bag. Did they ever, man? This has just not been impressive from them from start to finish. There hasn't really been a moment where you felt like, wow, now they're clicked into gear. Urias Tosh. Somehow I missed yesterday and today's stream. At least I go to added time. Glad to see City fumble, says Urias. Urias, welcome to the chat, man. It's been a while. Been a while, I feel like. Goose Wallace with the donation. Thank you, Goose Wallace. Let me add you to the to the ticker at the bottom here. Solid name. Feeling that. And your question, why do you think history has an impact on results, or seems to, in comps like UCL and FA Cup? I think it's because you got to remember that these teams that, by your words, quote unquote, don't really have the history, like let's say, or the pedigree in Europe, let's say PSG and Man City for this example, which is what you're getting at. I think it's because these teams that are assembled with players that haven't won the Champions League before. They don't have the experience. They don't have that tradition that they understand. I think that's got to be part of it. I think that there's something to say for football tradition, to quote Jose Mourinho again, or whatever, football history, whatever it was that he said. Throwing these names together, there's a lot of talent, of course, but actually winning and knowing how to win, as Real Madrid proved in the past, didn't against City, but there's something to be said about that. Experience is huge, and City don't have a successful campaign to draw experience from yet. They don't have it. I don't know what it's going to take. It seems like PSG, at least for now, has made it beyond their hump. They got past the Borussia Dortmund side. They got past Atalanta. Now, can they take that next step? Will that lead to further progression in the next season? I think so. And there was a part 2 of your question, wasn't there? From Goose Wallace. Was there in cups like UCL and FA Cup? Arsenal's FA Cup success and City struggles. But yeah, Arsenal's is another interesting one. And they're very familiar with the competition. They're very used to winning in that competition. They know what it takes. It's one of those inexplicable things in football, this affinity towards certain competitions. Look at Sevilla, that club in the Europa League. It's building up that habit of success. Here we go. City with one of the last attacks of the match. Sterling on Denier. Denier again does enough. Can De Bruyne get the ball in fast enough? This is it. This is it. Full time will be blown in a second here. Ball in from City. Anthony Lopes catches it. And that's it. That's it. City are out. It's over. Lyon. Shock City. And move on. Shock everyone, to be honest. That 7th place finish in Ligue 1 was a bit of a misnomer. Was a bit of a red herring, I think. Because this team has quite clearly shown, under Rudy Garcia, once again, that they are capable of frustrating teams to no end, as they did against Manchester City. And I knew that they would do it in this game, but I didn't know that they would end up winning this game. Not only did they frustrate them, they eliminated them. And Pep Guardiola and Manchester City are out once again. Goose Wallace says, Bayern's to lose now. I absolutely agree with you. I can't see anyone beating Bayern. I think that they would be justified winners if they were to go on and win this thing. Urias Tosh says, good on Lyon. The club is overachieving. Rory Crick says, Ederson, a piece of shit. I mean, it wasn't a great match for him. He has shown that he's one to make blunders. He's a good shot stopper at times. He's great with the ball at his feet, but he does make blunders. He's having a hard time recapturing that form. Gabriel Jesus on the floor, unhappy, as rightfully so. He blew that opportunity that he had. Raheem Sterling blew that opportunity to make it 2-2. If that goes into the back of the net, maybe we're talking about a different outcome here. But what I can say is that I enjoyed this once again, guys. Thank you, Sujay, for the donation. He says some sheikhs in Dubai will be upset as hell tonight. I agree with you. And I want to get to the viewer activity here, to the viewer donations, to thank you guys once again. I'm pretty sure that we're going to do a live stream tomorrow as well for Manchester United versus Sevilla. Why not? This is like Christmas for us, guys. We got to just keep it going. We got to keep the good times going. It has that feeling of like an international tournament. There's so much football on to watch. Let's do it. Hang on. Let me get to the donations here. Having some technical issues on YouTube's end of things. Sterling missing that sitter, man, says William Cartwright. Yep. That's decisive. That is decisive. That condemned them to their fate. Unfortunately. And Lyon, look at the celebrations here, celebrating as if they've won the damn thing. Great watch along, Adrian, says Jonathan Davies. Be with you for the next one. Thank you, Jonathan Davies, for the donation. I know for sure that you dropped a donation in there. So as I wait for YouTube to not be horrible, I can thank you. That's for sure. I could also just read the ticker, I guess. That's part of the reason why I put it all in there. But it would be nice if YouTube would work, and it finally has. So thank you to Sujai, the first donation, Barcelona 99, Akshay, Kamal, John Dorsey, Kushal, Jonathan Davies, who I thanked, of course, Rodrigo Antunez, thank you, man, Baz 1, Mahmoud Farhoud, Vasconcelos, Stephanie Myers, Sharwar Hussein, Akshay, Vasconcelos again, Baz again, Bendak, Zhuang Alessio, or Aleshu, Saptarshi Sengupta, Jonathan Davies again, Sharwar again and again, Dominic Jones, Goose Wallace, Kevin Wang. I missed that. I missed that one. This is why I go through the donations at the end. So thank you, Kevin Wang. He said, wild ending to the game. Who's your pick now for UCL champs? We're going to be having Germany versus France semis, LOL. And yeah, my pick is still Bayern Munich to take the whole thing. They've been my pick for a while now. I don't see anyone beating them at this point. And then Sujay again, right at the end there. Sancho the Legend, number 7. Thank you for joining me. Everyone else, thank you so much for joining me. This has been fun once again. Next time, I will make sure I'm in a much cooler room so I'm not sweating my ass off in this game. But I wasn't sweating as much as Pep Guardiola towards the end of that when City were dumped out once again, this time by Lyon. Lyon officially are Manchester City's bogey team. Pep Guardiola cannot beat Lyon with this Manchester City team. And so guys, tomorrow, well, right now, I got to get to work on my semifinals previews for the Champions League, as well as getting everything ready for the stream for tomorrow. Let's do it. Let's pencil it in. Manchester United versus Sevilla. Let's watch that match tomorrow. My name is Adrian. I want to say a big thank you to my moderators, Russell and Miguel Oliveira. If everyone could just drop an M in the chat like I am about to do. Some M's. Thank you to the moderators for helping me out today. And thank you to you guys for joining me. I am Adrian. I love you so much. And I will catch you in tomorrow's Watch Along.